Are you looking for the best vacuum cleaners? In this video we will look at some of the 5 best vacuum cleaners on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description. So make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. Dyson V15 Detect. The best vacuum cleaner we've tested is the Dyson V15 Detect, especially if you want something cordless. This high-end stick vacuum is remarkably potent, delivering debris pickup performance similar to many corded models. However, it has the advantage of being remarkably easy to deploy and maneuver. Its surface detection system enables it to automatically adjust its suction power setting depending on the surface that it's on, and it also features a dirt sensor to count and measure the size of particles sucked into the dustbin. However, it feels somewhat fragile, which is disappointing for a vacuum at this price point, and it has a relatively basic floor head with no height adjustment or brush roll-off switch, meaning it can get stuck on thicker carpeting pretty often. Consider the Samsung Bespoke Jet if you're looking for something sturdier. It has a uniquely designed stand-up charging rack that doubles as a self-emptying base station for its dustbin, making it easier and more hygienic to dispose of debris. However, its bulkier twin-roller floor head makes it more difficult to maneuver than the Dyson, and this model lacks the V15's surface detection system. Number 2. Samsung Jet 75 PET. The Samsung Jet 75 Plus is a great option if you want a mid-priced vacuum that can handle a variety of messes. Unlike the Dyson V15 Detect, it has no automatic power adjustment mode or an onboard dirt sensor. However, it offers similarly strong debris pickup performance on bare floors and carpeting at a considerably more affordable price. That parity in performance is largely down to its powerful 200 AW suction motor, which is remarkably powerful for a cordless model at this price point. Unlike the Dyson, this vacuum is also fully compatible with a self-emptying base station, which sucks debris from the vacuum's dustbin into a disposable dirt bag inside. That said, this accessory is rather expensive, and buying it with the vacuum pushes it into a higher price bracket comparable to the more feature-packed Dyson. The PET variant of the Jet 75 comes with a miniature turbo brush for cleaning fabric surfaces, though it's worth noting this attachment is a little bulky and can miss short strands of hair. If you're hung up on the Samsung vacuum's lack of an automatic power adjustment feature but aren't willing to spend that much more, the Shark Stratos cordless is worth a look. It's noticeably bulkier and heavier than the Samsung, though the Shark's folding wand makes cleaning under tables and chairs easier. Number 3. Wyze Cordless Vacuum. The Wyze Cordless Vacuum is a good option to save money on a vacuum cleaner. Despite its budget-friendly price point, it delivers pretty strong overall debris pickup performance, easily clearing away debris on both hard floors as well as low and medium pile carpet. It also does a good job of dealing with pet hair on different floor types, though the bundled straight suction upholstery tool isn't all that effective for dealing with hair on fabric furniture. You're better off purchasing the miniature turbo brush tool from Wyze's website if you have a pet that sheds heavily and you want to keep your couches and armchairs clean. Its onboard HEPA filter is pretty effective in sealing in allergens, too, but you need to be careful when emptying its dustbin, which can release a cloud of dust and debris. Battery performance isn't bad for a cordless model in this price bracket. While its runtime is very limited in its high-power turbo mode, it can run for almost an hour in its most energy-efficient ECO setting. That said, compared to pricier models like the Samsung Jet 75, the Wyze's build quality is somewhat cheap and flimsy feeling, with a body made mainly from thinner plastic. Its dirt compartment feels particularly fragile, and its floor head scratches rather easily. Number 4. Miele Classic C1 Pure Suction Powerline. Check out the Miele Classic C1 if you want a mid-range corded vacuum. The Pure Suction model is much cheaper than even entry-level variants of the Miele Complete C3 but still has the same 1200W suction motor. As such, it delivers similarly superb cleaning performance on bare floors. That said, this version of the C1 doesn't have an electro socket at the base of its hose, so it's incompatible with powered floor heads and, thus, isn't recommended for cleaning super thick shag-style carpeting. If that's a must-have capability, you have to buy a more expensive C1 model with an electro socket, like the C1 Cat and Dog. This vacuum lacks an onboard tool storage compartment and feels less well-built than the C3, though the build quality is still good overall. User maintenance is also remarkably simple and hygienic, with easily accessible filters and compatibility with self-sealing dirt bags. The compact size and trio of caster-mounted wheels make it easy to maneuver in tight spots. Number 5. Eureka Mighty Might. The Eureka Mighty Might is a fantastic choice for something corded and budget-friendly. Compared to a mid-range model like the Miele Classic C1, it doesn't feel as well built and lacks convenience features like a self-winding power cable or a tool clip. However, it delivers superb performance on bare floors. It sucks up an impressive amount of debris on carpets, even with a simple straight suction floor head, thanks partly to its potent 12-amp motor. It's also very compact and easy to maintain. However, it has a short power cable, so you'll probably have to swap outlets when cleaning bigger areas. If you plan on cleaning a lot of dense carpeting on a budget, go for an upright with a height-adjustable power head for improved surface agitation, like the Bissell PowerForce Helix. However, it's important to note that the Bissell takes up more room, is more challenging to maneuver, especially in smaller rooms, and feels even less sturdy.